Hello and welcome. I've got quite a lot to get through this evening. We've got to go over the Bricklink designer program to start with. Then we're going to have a look at the 80s Lego ideas. Then we're going to check out all the bits and pieces that are coming from the Lego website. Now, all of this is new. So Series 4 has just been announced. Obviously, Series 1 is now over and done with. Every single thing got funded, but they didn't all sell out. Now, we did call it on a live that I didn't think this would sell out with this one, just because I thought everybody would go for the castle first, and there's just two very expensive items. Obviously, if you want two of them, it's going to cost a lot of money. But then saying that, people bought multiple of these castles, and that sold out in a heartbeat. I was amazed how quickly that actually sold out. So there's a lot to have a look at with regards to the other bits and pieces from here, and the other one that didn't sell was a general store, but the cheaper one of everything, the Snack Shack, that did sell out eventually. So Series 2 is the next one that is going to be coming through into everything. So what is available on Series 2? Series 4, I've not yet paid attention to, so I haven't spotted it for myself. Series 2, these are now coming, and the crowdfunding will begin on the 6th of June. Was there a castle in this one? No. So there's got train stations in this one. So you've got the Logan Railway, the Ocean House, the Mushroom House. Then you have the Pirate, the island. And then you've got the Brick Cross train station, which I think does look very, very smart. All right, Series 3. I will click on all the stuff on Series 4, don't we? But Series 3, we have got quite a lot of good stuff, personally, that I really like. This, I really like. I do like the Art of Chocolate. And for a mythical thing that I am doing, the Lost City also does look very, very good with regards to the different type of theming. So there's potentially one that I'll be going for, which is this, because it all opens up and it looks fantastic. Maybe two, depending on obviously the price and when it obviously all comes out. Now, here we go. Series 4. This is the brand new bits and pieces that have just been announced. So we know what's going to happen with this and how it all works. So we will give it a go. So we have got a boat, a nice Wild West train. Well, the Seaside Market's going to sell out in a second. That looks fantastic. Yeah, that's definitely going to sell out in a second. Oh, they've got another one. And, they've got two castle type things. Right, we'll take a good look at these. In the comment section below, if you have any guess of what you reckon these are going to be, get your prices in now. But you can see the crowdfunding does not start until the 1st of February 2025. So there's plenty of time to think about it, plenty of time to save some money up. So this is so far just the finalists. And obviously you can read all about the different designers up at the top just here. So obviously click on all their names if you head over to their page. Now this one does look very, very nice. So you can see there's lots of little details with regards to this. I'm assuming it might be like a modular. Let's have a look. Front, side. Yes, it is. Ooh. So that is something very, very different. This is the website I can't zoom in on. Can I zoom in now? No, I had a battle with this website last time. So that's as big as these photos are going to get. I can't make these images any larger than this. But I do think that looks quite smart. You can do some really nice bits and pieces with it. With regards to, for me and a theme park display, I don't think I need it. But you've got the nice little kitchen. I really wish I could zoom in. So you've got a nice little kitchen. You've got what looks like little jars and things at the front. You've got a fish on ice. That's a nice little touch. Two little minifigures. And obviously you've got it's water powered on that. And then you have got the telescope. Nice little stairs that would take you up to the second tier. Second tier looks like that. So that is where they steer. They have got gold blocks in there, maybe. A little bit of money. Fishing rod on the side. And then whatever these is supposed to be. But you've got some nice little bag elements in there as well. And then up at the top, that's just with the roof on. So yeah, that does look very, very smart. So obviously this has gone through to the final lot. And now this is actually going to lead us very nicely into the 80s Lego ideas, because in a couple of days' time, the 5 will be put up for vote. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what is actually being added to that. But like I said, this is Series 4. You can see how this works. So 5 designs announced. That was on the 18th of March, 2024. And then they refine it between the 1st of April the 1st and January the 1st, and the crowdfunding starts on February 25th. year 2025 of February. So this one is 470 unique parts, 1,933 pieces, and 3 stickers. So when we actually get the, I guess, the new updated images, because these might be more of a render, be very, very interesting to see the changes. So we can look back on this video in just under a year's time, which is scary to think, and we can see exactly what is included within this. Now, how? There we go, back to the designer program. So next set to take a look at under the Series 4 is the Wild West train. Now that again does look very nice. I'm surprised they haven't released any Wild West sets with regards to everything feeling nostalgic, and we've had all the massive wave of the castle and everything. I would have thought these would have done quite well, but clearly they've Lego, as a Lego group themselves, they've not looked into this. Very, very interesting to see. I like that Brick Express, but very interesting to see how this works. I've seen something very, very similar at the Lego house, because all of this at the front was obviously that sort of 2-tone, 3-tone type thing. Do you like the little cactus? That is a really, really nice looking train. And again, from a theme park point of view, this might actually work. So I've got a long, long time to wait for this one, but there's potential. I think it does look very, very smart. It'd be interesting to see what the final minifigure tire and everything looks like. You've also got the nice big water tower. This, you could make this into a ride, no problem at all. I think there's some bits and pieces I could do with this. It kind of screams movie set to me. Yeah, there's definitely some bits and pieces I can do, especially from that angle. You can have people up there. It could just be a perfect show, because they've got water worlds at Universal, so something similar, but just with a train. Put some seats around it. Yeah, that looks very, very nice. So I am missing a train in my theme park, and this potentially might work. I know there's the other one coming in a few months' time, but I really do like the look of this one. And again, there's just your side image. Really nice looking silver. You've got all the different elements on the side. Obviously, they have gone to the normal track, which again is always a nice touch. And then you've got these bits and pieces as well. So that works nicely. And then you've got the different carriages and everything on the back. So far, so good. We are 2 really strong entries so far. And then that's it looking at the back. So yeah, you could easily expand off on that. It's not really a bad looking side on that. It has got some length. So you're going to be looking at, say that's 32. It's going to be close to 3 base plates, I would say. Just eyeballing that very quickly. You can pause it and count it, but I'll go with a quick eyeball. I think that's about 3 base plates, if not a little bit more. Nice bits and pieces on the inside. You can see you've got the really nice little tables and decorative pieces on there. You can get a lot of minifigures in this. You've got the horse with the shovel and the fork, the whip, and all the other little bits and pieces on there. So definitely a Wild West thing. And then obviously these 2 separately. So there's some very, very good photos from that. So congratulations to the designer on this one. That does look very, very good indeed. Now, moving on to the next thing. Seaside Market. Medieval Seaside Market. How many minutes is this going to sell out in? Because people have gone absolutely balmy for castle stuff at the moment, and pieces with 2,100 pieces. So we're looking at, that's going to be about £300 set again, just like the other one, I would imagine. I didn't guess the other 2, but I would imagine this might be an expensive looking thing. The fact it's on water as well, is perfect for me, because I am in the process of making up a water medieval ride for my theme park, and and the fact that it actually is on a water base, this is exactly what I would need as queue line shops, get on the boat and then leave. So this is actually my how you get on the actual ride itself. So yeah, for me, this is very, very, very nice. And I don't actually own any of the other castles yet, so I do have to try and hunt some of these castles down. But looks like you've got the snake map. You do have blacksmith. Put a lot of blacksmiths in all the different bits and pieces, which is always nice to see. I was about to say that's croissants, so bread. Okay, it's really difficult because I can't zoom in properly. There's a crab. And then you've got the nice elements with the water. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that and how they build all of that up. and then you can see all these other little bits and detail on the side. So smart. They've got that same idea from the Ninjago, same element that goes around the neck, and you've got all the different fish on there. Crabs. They're not carrots. I've got a clue what they're supposed to be. I'm not very good on fruit and veg. So if you know what they are, parsnip. I don't know. Nice flag. Nice little flames. You've got all the wooden effects on the outside. So obviously it is a working thing. But yeah, that is. Oh, it's like a hybrid of a queue line from any of the Legoland parks to the castle, because of how you get in it, because the ride's on the inside and you've got all these shops. This is where you buy all your minifigures and merch and all that kind of thing. And again, it's also like the queue line at Legoland Billund, where you just literally jump on and off you scoot. So might have to think about space with regards to what might be coming in 2025 already. That's an incredible thing to think of. Oh, and it's modular. Beautiful. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different pieces. You've got the nice horse and cart at the back. You've got a catapult at the top, more flames at the top. So you could design and rearrange this differently. And you looks like you've got a lot of detail on the inside there as well. So I wonder if that would be kept. Looks like you've got some weapons on the side. Yeah. Like that one. Nice. No, I'm a fan of that. And that is the back side of it. So for me, it'll be that side that I'm more interested in for the actual queue line. But that's what would be on the outside. So it's perfect to go right on the outer edge of a table, I would imagine. So good. Yep, like that. And then again, you look like you've got some grapes, maybe some wine, horse and cart coming in on there. So you can have a bit of a booze up. Loads more detail again on the inside. You've got the different swords, more gold, more armor. Candles, more wine. Oh, that's what we couldn't zoom in on. Okay, perfect. So that's all the wine and everything. So you've got like the little holder just in there. Medieval Seaside Market. So that will be sold out in minutes, I would imagine. Only because everybody's gone mental for it. And the other ones, I think, are going to sell very, very well for Series 4, which is a credit to the guys and girls from that are getting these in and getting them done. And I hope, if you are a fan of this, you are getting your ideas in on the Lego Ideas website that we're going to be clicking on in a second for the 80s theme, because it looks fantastic. So hopefully we can have a look at that. And well, we will be having a look at that in a second, but we've got 2 more of these to have a look at. Right, Siege. What do we have here? So we have got spikes, cows, all sorts of little different bits and pieces, like a long catapult. That's a real mix of stuff. So again, these are would imagine these might be computer rather than actual builds, because it's just how it is. Or it's very, very good with Photoshop. But they do look smart. An Easter egg for the castle behind. Could you have this just in front? Is this an add-on to the medieval village? I can see that working with the medieval village, because you've got all these different bits and pieces. You've got the bow and arrow just up there. You've got more fish. You've got more food, more stalls. You can really, look at it. You could really build up your medieval village. So the set that's just come out on the Lego website at the start of this month in March, this would work perfectly with it, I think. So, yeah, that does look very, very strong. Again, you've got the different, I think that's the falcon on the side, isn't it? So you've got all the different teams and stuff, and it does go by the different flags. You can build up your own armies and things like that. But again, from a theme park point of view, it works for me. I just want to merge them all together. So that's a big old catapult. That is a big, big catapult. And I'm trying to think, well, is that a ram? I'm trying to figure out what that is. So this is a drawbridge, but I'm not 100% sure what the actual technical term is for that. Is there a... So this is the biggest set. So this is 2,637. Herbalist weaponry. Defense stockades. Defense, yeah, so is that, I guess it's a... Mighty blow. That must be it. I'm getting. I'm not going to waste too much time on it, but I can see that working very, very well with regards to all of these different bits and pieces. And I did read something. where was it, about the tent. So this actually could be very well done. If you just got a couple more horses, this could be a reenactment thing for a theme park for me as well, because I could just have some horses shooting across from one side to another. And I think, again, that could work very, very well indeed. We've got one more. I think we've got one more to have a look at, and then we'll go over to the 80s stuff. I'm trying to get through this quite quickly because the weather outside is quite bad. So I've gone on much earlier than I normally do. So I think the wind's getting worse and the internet here is awful. So I want to try and at least give you something for this evening. The Riverside. Ooh. It's a nice looking thing. I like the waterfall on the inside. I'm not really sure if that's Ninjago-esque, if it's mythical-esque. Definitely a could work very well with the Rivendell stuff. Or Lord of the Rings, sorry, so I keep saying Rivendell stuff. Rivendell's the set. Got the beds in there. Ooh. That is a very, very nice looking, very, very nice looking thing, that. Yep, definitely a fan of that one. There's lots and lots of nice photos. So again, get yourself over there. Have a look at all the other bits and pieces that are on Bricklink. Now, moving on to the Lego ideas. So we're on the Lego Ideas website. I just need to cat through one of these doors. I'll let you guys and girls quickly have a look at that. So make sure that they're not struggling to get through. That is Smudge because he wants some food. So we are looking on the Lego Ideas website, which is very similar to the Bricklink, but it's done differently. Very bizarre, very hard to keep up with. So this is the stuff that is going to go onto the Lego website and the Lego store, whereas the stuff that we've just looked at, which is this stuff, this is all a crowdfunder. Then it's first come, first serve for the bits that we already had a look at the first of Series 1. So how they get nominated is kind of the same, but how they actually get put into production, how you can buy them, completely different. So Lego Ideas, let's get back to this. Now on the left hand side, you might recognize all of these bits and pieces. These are winners from the Lego Ideas, and these are obviously all sets that have been released, including the latest one, which is the Hocus Pocus. And yeah, the Hocus Pocus was the latest one, but we want to have a look at the 80s. If I could turn back time, there are 8 days left. 8 days left. I'm looking at 80s. There's 11 days left of this, and then you can see you have got Building a Legend, and then you've got some other bits and pieces. So we will focus on Building a Legend on a different stream. I'll do that as a completely different upload, and then I'll catch that back up on a live as well. We've already done a video for this, but again, as you're coming down, you can see some of the little bits and pieces. Now, what was winning or was most popular, has it changed? So this is all it has. The Goonies have jumped into second place. That has come out of absolutely nowhere. Red Dwarf has been knocked down to 4th place. And then we've got, there's lots. I thought that might be the case. So if you want to see all of these bits and pieces, all the stuff that I clicked on, which I thought would work well for me, I'll say what it is. And there is a separate video for that, which was, I've got to click on it just to annoy Jay's Toy Collection UK, which was this. So we started with Thundercats Ho. This does look very, very good. Be very interesting to see if they do get the license for this and have all of these different bits and pieces on here. That does look very, very smart. Now, get yourself over to this website, and I think you've just got to give it a like, because I've got it by most popular, I think. Let me go back and double check to make sure that is the case. I think I've got this set to most popular at the moment because this has come out of nowhere. Hang on, sort by. Yeah, most popular. So the Goonies wasn't there when I did this a couple of days ago. It wasn't in the list at all. So we will click on this and see exactly what this is all about. It looks huge. So this is Goonies from 1985. It's the bit, I do believe, where they go in and they've got all the different bits and pieces on there. Hopefully we have got individual photos, so it'll stop him from flicking. I can on this website zoom in, which is ideal. So on this you have got computer generated or just built, and obviously with the time frame of getting these entries in, A lot of them will be CGI bits and pieces. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how this goes. But if Lego pick it, we then have to vote for it. So I will give you the days or the date of when that is going to happen. But there is every single character, I do believe, from the Goonies. I think you've got the little ones, you've got the evil ones, and then I think you've got the parents as well. Like I said, I've not seen the Goonies, but I have seen one or two memes on it. So I kind of know what it is, but not really. Is Kevin Bacon in this? I'm not too sure. I know the Deadpool. No, it's a Deadpool reference, isn't it? Kevin Bacon. It's the other guy that plays Thanos and Cable. He's in there somewhere with his shirt. So that would be quite cool to have. Now you can see all the nice little bit of detail on the back. It'd be interesting to see if this wins, how this would change, and if it would, because theming for me is a theme park thing. Perfect. Because you've got just explore all the different bits. Slow down. Explore all the different bits and pieces on the back, and then you can see all the other little bits and pieces. So if you are a fan of the Goonies, this has literally come out of nowhere since. I did this Sunday. We're now Thursday, so in the last 4 days, it is now cracked on and come into here, and there are probably quite a few others as well. So we will be clicking on quite a few. But like I said, the ones I've already clicked on, I'll let you know. So we've clicked on the Red Dwarf. Obviously clicked on the other one. We clicked on the Little House on the Prairie. Walton's we've clicked on. March Patrol we've clicked on. This is another new one. So Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Absolutely no idea what this is from. Never heard of it, but again, it's all from different bits and pieces from the 80s. And obviously that's shooting straight up the likes and the comments. So I guess it's just whatever has the most activities. It's already had 51 comments. This could have only been put up yesterday. So I just don't know when these were done. I can't tell you much about the characters, but I do like the phone booth with all the different guitars and things that are on the inside. So there's lots of different bits and pieces going on with that. And then you've got this bit just up here. That looks very similar to Loki. Nothing to do with Loki, but at the same time, if you know, you know. So this does look like it's like the Star Wars type size, which would just look nice on the shelf. It's like a little display bit, like the Jurassic Parks and things like that. Like almost like an architectural set. That sort of base is what I'm trying to get at. Oh, a little light brick as well. So that's a nice looking thing. So yeah, like that. So Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure does look nice and smart. What else is new? What else do we have? Clicked on that. That did we click on? I think we clicked. Is that new? Let's do it. Prince. Oh no, that is new. So the Princess Bridge. 1987. The Princess Bride. Again, never heard of that one. My movie knowledge from the 80s is absolutely dreadful. But that does look smart. Let's have a quick look at the figures. What are included? So you get 3 different minifigures with that. I'm guessing that's just from the scene. Going to be accurate enough, and it does look quite nice on the. Oh, you've got loads of minifigures there. So you've got a nice little plaque and plinth on the back, and then you've got all the detail on the front. And again, you've got another character with the longer legs. So again, not heard of that one. You can be laughing at me as much as you like, but nice and smart. And the one beside it, definitely we did not click on, which is another Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So obviously this must be a big thing. Different cast of characters on there, apart from obviously Bill and Ted. Might have an Easter egg in the window. I recognise who that is. I wonder what that's doing in there in the window. So there you go, 5 different characters with that, all the different stores on the inside. So yeah, the people that put these together and put them together very, very quickly. Well done. And I'm assuming they shoot around in a phone booth. That must be how all of that works. Moving on to, we've clicked on Who Framed Roger Rabbit. We've done the Princess Bride, Garfield, different one for Garfield, but I don't have to click on that. You can see what that one looks like. That does look pretty smart. We've seen the Karate Kid wax on, wax off. Full House was there, I think. Beetlejuice was there. Gizmo was there. E.T. was there. Coming to America was not there. Oh, we've got a Godzilla as well. So these 2 are brand new. You can see uploaded yesterday. So that helps. So Probably should just go by uploaded the newest. That might be the easiest way of doing it, but I wanted to see still what was most popular. Ooh, so you got a cool little thing. 70 years of Godzilla. It does look like, oh, you have. So there's another set. There's already been another set of this where they've got the track around the outside with sort of like the movie stage. Don't know if this is part of like an animation program that you might be able to work it with. But again, you got it's micro scale, so they built it into a micro scale thing. I guess that makes sense if you can film with those little bits and pieces. It looks smart enough. It looks nice. I prefer all the sets as a minifigure scale, which is obviously much, much harder to do unless they've just added these in and they just didn't put the minifigures in there. So I'm assuming the buildings must be micro. Oh, it's a miniature city. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that all makes sense and comes together. So if you're a fan of the Godzilla set, get your votes in, give it whatever you need to do, comment or like on it or whatever it is to let the Lego Ideas design team know that it might be popular. But clearly, by the first sort of 3, they are going to be very, very close indeed. Now, coming to America. So if you've not seen this film, it's a good film. This one I have seen. The fact it's just a tower block, like a modular tower block with the limousine, with the characters, would work very, very well in a city. So that would be interesting. you got the cutout of the Lego dog in there. Yeah, that's very, very clever. You got the kitchen. You got all the please do not cross just on the inside, just there, and then you've got that. In all fairness, they've done a fantastic job of that. And again, you can see what they've got just on the bottom. Then they've got the limo with all the different petals and everything. Employee of the month. They've got all the different bits and pieces in there. Jacuzzi. Lots and lots of minifigures it could come with. But we know what sometimes some of these Lego Ideas do come with a lot of minifigures and sometimes not so many. But I think that's pretty much the whole cast of all the main characters from that film. And it's 1, 2, 3 in a roof. So be interesting to... How many bricks did this have to be? This is from 1988. Good morning, my neighbours. Quite tempted to click on building a legend, but we will we'll leave that for a different time. Now there will be more loading up, but like I said, I would imagine a lot of them now we would have already seen. So Chippendale Rescue Rangers seen, Full House seen, the Turtles fantastic, Bob Ross looks great, Go Go Gadget we've already clicked on, Pee-wee's Playhouse we haven't clicked on, but don't really need to click on that. That looks fine. Magnum PI, that's another new one. Family Matters. I'm not too sure if that was there or not, but that's by just eyeballing that. I might have clicked on that because it's got it's like the Friends bit where they got all the figures in the 2. So I think we have clicked on that one as well. Magnum PI is a new one. Again, gone by the date, 27th. Couldn't have clicked on Family Matters because that was only the 26th and Pee-wee is the 28th. So yeah, well, that has only come on today. So this is how often they're getting added on. I might as well start looking at the dates as well. Turtles, yes. E.T., yes. That means it was at least the 21st. I clicked on this. 18 van. Yay. We want the 18 van. 25th. Somebody must have heard me. I'm sure. There was no 18 stuff. So I'm like, yes, I like the Mr. T. I like the van. Just give us an 18 van. Easy enough. Doesn't have to be expensive. Nice and easy. Nice and simple. Just at a half decent price point with 4 minifigures. Probably like the same expense as the Batmobile. They're probably trying to sell it to us for like 37 or 45. Obviously, there's IP addresses to be paid for, but it does look smart. The 4 guards. That was another new one. Ooh, Starbuck. The ship from Red Dwarf. So we've seen, well, in another video, we saw the actual thing that they're in. I got the head of the TV, brilliant. Cat looks good. We've got the robot, and then you've got the other 3 characters as well. But that'd be a quite cool little thing actually. If that was big enough where they were sat inside it, and it was a full opening thing, and it can just stay on the table, perfect for me because that is a ride. Because the inside of Red Dwarf, you could easily make as a theme park ride. It's probably going to be very similar to the Falcon ride at Disney. Right, more brickheads. Alf the Frame, that's another new one. Looks smart. What we've got there? Another Princess Bride, Gremlins, Sir Daddy. That's got uploaded yesterday. X-Bomber Starfleet. That got uploaded the other day. Else, is there going to be any more loading? Yes, there is. Seen that one. That one's just come on. So that's another version of a robot. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's another version of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. That's a different one with an ant and a huge Lego brick behind it. So I said that there was one with a massive ant that did look nice, but that's a big buildable brick. And obviously, if you've not seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, it makes sense that everything is a lot bigger, and the fact the minifigure can fit in the brick, that is a very, very nice touch. That's a quite cool looking thing, actually. I don't know if there is a Lego brick in that scene, and that's exactly what they do. Might be. I can't remember. Been a long, long, long time since I've seen that film. Land Before Time, the 37th anniversary, Karate Kid Training, Pee Wee's Playhouse. Land Before Time. That's I was going to say we haven't seen any of that. Land Before Time is the dinosaur show. Beetlejuice, it's Showtime. That's another different one. Another Coming to America. That's the other massive ant. That was the one that I was talking about. Well, actually, no, that's another different one. So we've got three different big ants, I think. Oh no, that is the big one because that's on the cookie, isn't it? That's on the biscuit, like the Oreo thing. I'm sure that was an Oreo before. I mean, it took years and years for Oreos to actually make it over into the UK. BMX Bandits, that's another new one that came out today. So that's another one to have a look at if you're a fan of that. Piano, Spaceballs. What else is just popped out? We'll just go by the dates. I think that'd be a lot easier. Save my throat. Karate Kid came out a while back. Goonies, that one came out a while back. Christmas Story, 1983, 40th anniversary of the film. It's a nice looking house, that one. And 18 micro scale. So yeah, so I was going to say the van was new, different Magnum PI, Short Circuit with the truck and the two characters. Are there any more? We've got E.T., we've got the Lego Cast, Delivery Services from 1989, Inspector Gadget, that's the gun. Oh, there must have been a Lego brick in the film because there's another one here where they've got the brick with the lawnmower. So there must have been a Lego brick in that film. So that might give them potential, but the other one, but everything looks fantastic. They all look good. But I do believe it's going to come down to Lego that picks the ones that they want. And then we have got to vote for what we want. Now, everything that I'm looking at now, I've already covered. But again, things are getting added to this all of the time. So just get over to here, have a look for yourself, make the Lego Ideas team aware that you like some of these, and then you can go from there. But you can see how this is working. So the intake, you got until the 9th of next month. So I will cover this 24 hours, 48 hours before this finishes. Then it goes into an expert review for 6 days. After those 6 days, we then vote for it, and the winner gets announced. Now, I would like to think it's going to be more than one set, but I have a bad feeling it might only be one. Let me reread that. I thought... because there's all different rules and regulations with regards to what you can do if it's already current IP address or anything like that. You only get... Oh, that's a shame. Well, it's not a shame because we're guaranteed to get something. All fingers crossed and all going well. But I was hoping that we might have got more than one, because I wonder what they'd do if they was just massive for these two, for example, because both of these are storming ahead. Well, they were storming ahead. I mean, this one got uploaded yesterday, and it's already leapfrogged a lot of the others, as you can see. So if these two get put into the final 5, I wonder what would happen. Now, Smudge has been very vocal, so you can wait. You have to wait, buddy, I'm afraid. Yes, you will. You coming up here to say hello to everybody? Come here. Come on. Right, so we will wrap this video up before I get jumped on by Smudge on the actual Lego website. Now, what we want to be having a look at is just some different bits and pieces. So, like I said, this isn't a very long upload. I just want to do a quick, super short, sweet one. So I'm just a little bit worried about the weather. So I only I was going to try and get it done in all half an hour. Never going to happen. I talk too much. However, I don't think, apart from, I'm not going to go into anything deep because I've clicked on everything. There was one or two things that I've learned and spotted with regards to releases that are coming out. So let's cover that, because if you've watched these videos before and you are sticking with this now, we have covered this a lot. So obviously the other two things that we've never clicked on. Now, I do believe I have seen, because Lego have already sent this set out to loads and loads of people, that people have already built this one, and it comes with, well, I thought it comes with 2 giveaway purchases, but then they say it's in the insiders. So one of them is a chest, where you put your dice in, and another one is a game manual. And the gaming manual is like 1,000 or 2,800 points or something daft like that. But I don't know if you get them on day one or if there's no giveaway at all, because I've heard 2 different people say about it and they both said different things. So I'm assuming that it's been released on the 1st of next month and we have to get it using our points rather than a giveaway purchase, which I think is naughty, because I don't understand why they're now starting to put all of the giveaway stuff on the points, when the points, we've always said the points never match up to people's sales. So you might as well just wait until it goes into a sale and then forget about using your points if that's the way that they're going to do it. Now, something that I spotted on here is something with Jay's toy collection. Now, I checked something after me and Jay finished last week, and this bit here came off. Now, you have got this nice road, which we spotted because it goes up to Wayne Manor. Now, I am pretty sure that they are an Easter egg for 2 tombstones, which will be for Bruce's parents. Now, if that is the case, the attention to this detail is insane from the designer. Incredible. Now, I had a comment on one of the other videos from the designer, which was very, very nice. And he did say that each sort of piece and how you build it is all linked to an episode. So you can watch this as you build it and go through. I cannot wait for this to come out. I think this looks stunning. And the more I look at it, the more Easter eggs there are. I think there's a lot more removable panels than the Lego thing shows. But like I said, I know there's a lot of videos online for this, and I've seen 1 or 2 shorts on it, but I don't want to spoil it for myself too much. And I'm very, very looking forward to actually putting a monstrous video together. And I'm very tempted to do it with Jay as well. I think it'd be our first joint upload, just talking about this set in great detail. I think it would be very, very nice to do. Now, the other bits and pieces that are coming out at the end of this month or the start of next month is obviously they're the 2 big ones. So I don't know if anything is coming out with this with regards to a giveaway. And like I said, I'm a bit confused with regards to the Dungeons and Dragons. I've seen it. Big, nice playing thing where you can make your notes and all that kind of stuff. Does look very good, but I don't know how you get it. So that's something that you've got to take with a pinch of salt. So both of these 2 big sets, both coming out at the start of next month, which is Monday. So we're Thursday today. These are coming out on Monday. You've got George, Team George for me, and you've got all of these coming out on Monday as well. You can obviously pre-order all of these. If they are pre-order, it will mean that they are pretty much now guaranteed to come into our local toy shops in the UK as well. And it's already been confirmed. And you can pre-order this set from another website, but you would have to wait a couple of months. So there's lots of games to be played at the moment with regards to this. Now, we have got the Space Science Lab, which is now available for pre-order, which I've already checked out in a different video. And obviously, these are all out. But I think we keep going. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. So now we keep going. We've got the next 2 pre-orders, which is the new Iron Spidey and the Green Goblin. Both of those, I think, do look great. especially when you're going to be adding them together with other sort of construction figures. I think they do work very, very well indeed. And I'm pretty sure that's it. So I have a very, very funny feeling on Easter Monday, we are going to be teased all of the brand new CMF minifigures because, as always, everything seems to be spoiled and leaked at the moment. So they've already come out and been leaked. But what are you most looking forward to at the start of next month? Because there are lots and lots of different bits and pieces. But get over to, if you can turn back time for the entries, comment on them, like on them, do whatever it is that you need to do to make them aware. Obviously, it comes down to different IP addresses and everything like that. Now, it's going to be tough because if one goes through, like just out of those two, for example, and if you have nostalgia to both, what would it be? I am actually I said this before, I'm amazed that nobody's made a kit. Because we have had, and in a long, long, long time ago, I do believe we got Michael Knight in one of the gaming things. So you could have got him as a minifigure. Was it from that Dimensions thing that they did? But in all of these entries that I've seen so far, and I'm sure Knight Rider came out in the 80s, unless it was very, very early 90s, but it could be wrong. I'm not going to Google it now. But I'm surprised that nobody's made a kit because I would have thought that would have done well. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just in the early 90s or 91, around the same time Baywatch was out, wasn't it? So maybe that's the case. Maybe it is the 90s. But what is going to get your vote if they go through? So there are some fantastic things in here. The problem for me is like if that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing gets put through, I need all of that. Basically, I can't find it anywhere else. But I do like the Thunder Tank as well because I can do something with that. And we're only going to get one. We're greedy. We want too much. But guys, like I said, super short, sweet video. So that is it. I am done. So if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. In the comment section below, let us know what you are most looking forward to from the LEGO ideas. And don't forget what we covered at the very, very start, which is all about the Wave 4 of this Bricklink constructor program as well, the designer program, shall I say. So head over to that website if you want to see what is coming a little bit in more detail for series number 2. But for series 4, we are a long, long way away yet. But as always, if you can like this video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But thank you very much for watching. You lot take care and I'll see you next one. Ta-da.